Hi everybody, this is my third and hopefully final take on this video. I keep having technical difficulties, so I'm crossing my fingers we'll make it through this one. I have been working with a 5th grade student and collecting data on his fluency progress. This student has been receiving special education services since he was in preschool. He has several deficits, but the main area of impact is reading comprehension, and his fluency has a lot to do with that. His oral fluency when reading is short and choppy, and therefore it's hard for him then to recall what he's read because he's working on decoding some of the longer or harder words, and he's missing out on meaning. So we're working on improving that. Last year when he was in the 4th grade, he was reading at about a 3rd grade, 5th month reading level. So based on that, the IEP team set a goal of 120 correct words per minute on an independent reading level. He has recently tested at a Lexile level that's consistent with 4th grade. So we have just now upped the difficulty of the passages that he's reading. He and I work together. He reads 3 times. The first time is a cold read. The second time, we check in about middle of the week. And then on Friday, he reads again for a final. And each time we record the time, or each time we're together, we record the number of correct words per minute. And of course, he has been practicing this at home throughout the week to make progress. I'm going to turn the camera around to show you the fluency growth chart that we fill in together. It's pretty self-explanatory here. The first box, Malcolm the Salamander, we did 3 reads on that. The second, Running with Jennifer is what it's called, 3 readings on that. Each time we talk about vocabulary that was new or things that he may have struggled with. And then most recently, we've increased his level of the passages to 4.0. And as you can see, he has had a dip with those numbers as far as correct words per minute are concerned. But he understands that, the passages are a little bit harder, and he was not discouraged last week. So we will continue to work on this. Now, because he's in 5th grade, he also needs to continue to work on his computer skills. The county that I teach in has purchased or has access to Office 365 for all of the students. And so therefore, we've been using a great deal of Office 365 and all its benefits, one of which happens to be very similar, or Google Drive. And so we're improving and increasing his ability to use those items. So instead of creating, let's see if I can back up or instead of creating a really kid-friendly, cutesy bar graph, I'm actually having him help me input the data. You can see that, I'll zoom in here, each date and all of these here that say 10/15, I just had switched it over onto this new Google form. But they were each week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So we put that information in, the correct weeks correlated with the correct words per minute. Of course, I have an aim line in there, and it creates this graph all on its own. It's the best thing since sliced bread, I swear. But anyway, he is able to then visualize the graph, and we communicate and talk about it, where he is and where we're going. And like I said, there has been a big decrease from between about week 7 to now. I do think that it has something to do with the passages being a little harder. But again, we're going to keep working for a couple more weeks and see if we need to make some changes if the trend does not turn back upwards. So I hope that this gives you guys some ideas. I will tell you the Google Forms has been really a really great find, and very easy to use. I actually played around with it a little bit. If some other teachers were checking fluency with him, they can go into this same Google form, answer this question here that says correct words per minute, and type in, specifically there, what number, so that they can add to the graph, and it goes straight into the form that I was using before. I've seen a lot of progress with him being able to do this independently, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to help you with what little I know about Google Forms.